G'day and welcome to my channel. My name is Craig. This is the Daniel, named after a person who I started to make it for. An ex-student at the school I used to teach at. I didn't actually teach this person, but somehow I got an email from him. He wanted one of the guitar from me. Must be almost 2 years ago, I'd say now. Maybe about September 22, something like that. Anyway, he wanted to know if I could build him a guitar, and at the time I said I was a little bit busy, but maybe in 2023. Now, what was he interested in? And he said, he'd like a D28 with the herringbone type of pattern there. He wanted herringbone going around the top as well, and cherry back and sides, which is the first cherry one that I've come across. When I went to get back to him earlier last year, I lost all my emails after an accident on my computer, and I haven't been able to get in contact with him, and he hasn't contacted me. I told him originally that it'd probably be a year or two before I gets it, but I haven't heard back from him. So I'm going to go ahead and finish this one here, and just to show you what we have, it's supposed to be a little bit, not just plain cherry, it's supposed to have a little bit of curl to it. Yeah, I can see a little bit of curl in it. Might give it a spray. Oh, it's an odd kind of, that's a very nice pattern actually. If you can see that. So it flames outwards from the centre there. So I don't know why he wanted cherry, but that's what he had chosen. Maybe he has an affinity for it. I'm sure his last name was an Asian name. I think it was Chinese. Maybe they have a lot of cherry trees where he comes from, and it reminded him of that. I don't know. Anyway, I haven't built with cherry before, so this is also a good one for me. I've made a reasonable progress with it this year with the other ones I'm building, and I'm basically down to putting in the tailpiece here. I decided I'd go with a little bit of Paduke. It's subtle, which is what I was after. I didn't want to put in a black piece like I guess most guitars would, but yeah, that'll probably be okay. I bent the herringbone at the time I bent the sides, so they're ready to go there. And this is the binding that's going with it. I've got to label all these bindings because I have so many of them that I'm starting to forget which was which. I've used this little Japanese saw for many years now. It's starting to get blunt though. So I bought a couple of replacements at Amazon on their Prime Day sale. They were, I think, $23 each, and I use them all the time. I've taken this section down to about 2mm now, and that's as far as I'm going to go with the Dremel. I'll get a chisel now and clean that up, clean the sides up. The back tailpiece is done now and been smoothed out. I've also gone around the sides and smoothed them all out. They're now ready to put the binding channel in, which I'm about to do. Now, this herringbone purfling was quite thick. It's 3.5 millimeters. The thickness of the binding is 1.5, so altogether we're looking at 5 millimeters for our edge, our second shelf, if you like, going around here. So I had to actually swap out my bit on my router from a 8mm bit to a 6mm bit to be able to accommodate that 5 mils easily. Now that's going to be really nice. It's going to fit quite well. So it's flush with the top. No problems at all there. Now I'll glue those two in at the same time. This is the first dress rehearsal for our gluing up job. Now, a couple of things I've got to look at. Where these things meet, do they change ends? Well, the only way it can go is that this one has to go around clockwise, this one has to go around anti-clockwise. There's no other possibility here. You can't have them going in the same way, so I was wondering about that, but no, you can't. So I know I'll have to cut this here to get a nice flush fit, hopefully with these. I also can note where these things meet. Because I'm going to cut them at an angle and they'll slide into each other, over each other. The binding and purfling for the top worked out quite well. It actually looks rather nice. I might put some of this herringbone purfling on other guitars. Just got to do the back now. It looks pretty good to me. What we can do just to seal it though is to maybe mix in there a bit of dust along that crack maybe. Just get an old sandpaper. Just rub it in. So here's the Daniel now, all bound up with the, I like the herringbone purfling that I have around here for the rosette and the outside there. Originally herringbone was used on, I think, the pre-war guitars for Martin, but with the outset of the Second World War, they ran out of herringbone because it was made in Germany. So I don't know who makes it now. I think I got this I think I got this set from Martin Guitars. I think I got a few sets of that from Martin Guitars. Could have been Stumac, I can't remember now, but that's quite nice. Looking nice. Let's just have a look at it under a little bit of our propanol. Nice curl in there. Look at the back as well. You can see some curl running through the back as well. I think it's going to look quite nice when it's finished. Unfortunately, I don't think Daniel's ever going to get this guitar because he seems to have dropped off the map. So it's been almost 2 years now since I heard from him. So, looking quite nice. I guess it'll probably end up going to someone else. Just have a little bit of a listen. Quite a solid sound there. A little bit of sustain, I can hear it in there as well. So I think it's going to be quite a nice sounding guitar. Anyway, thanks for watching. See you next time.